Hi, my name's Alan Bracken, and I'm back with you wrapping up high performance mindset, which we've defined as the deliberate pursuit of being our best regardless of our circumstances. This has been a fun journey. We started out talking about our beliefs and how that our thoughts lead to our beliefs, and then move into the way we behave, and how we behave affects our relationships, and our relationships affect the results. Now, our results is our why. Why do we want to perform at a high level? Why do we want to be our very best? That's personal. You've heard mine, and now I hope you're clear on yours. And as we moved forward, we said, hey, we have to make the choice to make sure our beliefs are moving us in that right way. Our second discussion, we talked about how that we asked the question, are we people that add value or subtract value? And how that we want to have an attitude of adding value, making things better, seeing solutions versus subtracting value, pointing out problems, being negative, gossipy. And then we moved to the third discussion, and there we talked about what can we do to make decisions on the front end before the bad situation, before the bad circumstance, because we want to be our very best regardless of our circumstances, knowing that tough times, bad circumstances outside of our control are going to enter and come into our life. Preparation is the key. In this fourth and final discussion on attitude, I want to talk to us about maturity. How mature is our attitude, how we come across? Do we respond out of the moment, or are we mature enough to respond out of the decisions that we've made, the preparation that we've made? Because our attitude affects everyone around us. It does have an amazing trickle-down effect. Now, most of us are on teams. And if we're not on teams, we're definitely in relationship with people. So therefore, our attitude, our outward expression is affecting the people in our lives. And the level of maturity that we have or do not have really plays an important role. You know, I've talked to you about our energy level. Our attitude is what we exude. And it can be positive and it can be negative. Now, when we have a high level of maturity, it's positive. It's a positive energy. If you'll go back and remember how I responded to the guy that dumped all the asphalt on the hood of the truck, all 3 tons of it. Because I had committed to growth and was learning and was thinking right, believing right, I was able to respond in a way that got good results in that situation. I was angry, but I responded in maturity. And then I told you about the way I responded to the guy, the one truck driver that I cussed him till I couldn't talk. Now that's a very immature response. We talked a little bit about kids and how that as a parent, we have to decide on the front end how we're going to respond so that we do it in the way that gets the right results, that accomplishes our bigger why. I think all of this takes a high level of maturity. I've seen people just get older. They don't get more mature unless they're very intentional. This program is about helping you be intentional. It's about helping you mature, and specifically mature in your attitude. I'm a pilot. I fly airplanes and helicopters. And what I know is preparation, we talked about that in discussion 3, is so key. It's key to our maturity. Deciding on the front end how we're going to handle situations is key. A mature pilot learns in training how to respond to engine failures. And what happens is when the circumstance comes, when that bad situation happens, hopefully it doesn't ever happen, but if it does, as a pilot, you know how to respond. Well, that takes a level of preparation, of maturity. I think about the pilot that landed the plane successfully in the Hudson River. What had he done? He had prepared. He was ready. He was a seasoned pilot that had prepared and was ready in the crisis, in the bad circumstance. We're going to have them in our life. And I want to challenge us to ask ourselves, how mature are we in our attitude? How do we respond in the tough situations? It's easy to respond right when everything's going right. Here's what I know. Maturity is a result of discipline and self-control. And so the question's this: what can you and I do to have self-control, to be disciplined, so that we demonstrate a level of maturity in the tough situation? We know the challenges are coming. We still want to perform at a high level. We still want to be our very best. It requires us to choose to be mature in our response to tough situations. So that's the challenge. How mature are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, go back and revisit. I want you to get better. I want to get better. And the challenge is this: what are specific actions that you and I can do to help us respond in the mature way that will bring out the best in ourselves and the people around us?